thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
As part of Black History Month, I gotta share my story.
Sure.
My Asian dad put me on skates when I was 5 years old. What's Mark Fraser's story?
I was the youngest, so my older brother, he was playing. That was enough probably for me.
You played more than 200 games in the NHL. Always had that warrior mentality.
Yes, sir.
On and off the ice. A fighter. The battle. The fears. How did this mentality influence you in your role now with the Maple Leafs?
I mean, the thing I think from my playing days that's allowed me to, or impacted my role the most right now is the fact that I played.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bright individuals that we work with that bring a lot of skill and intelligence to the business that we run on the ice and as the business itself. The thing that's unique for me is I've done it to that level, connecting with players, getting them to understand the things I'm trying to teach them, the ways that they can connect, the perspectives that they didn't recognize were actually in their locker room the whole time, but just was never comfortable or the fear of not being able to say what you want to say. Not being able to be who you want to be. The uniqueness of having played and how that helps me now is the fact that I played at the highest level, and I can say I sat in that seat right there and went through this.
We're at Throne Barbershop here in Toronto tonight. A lot of Black ex-NHL players, Black alumni. Why is it important to participate and be here tonight?
I'm honored and proud of this one. This is in a collaboration with a Black-owned business and a prominent clothing company here in Toronto. 2 Black guys, been around for 30 plus years. What that represents to that community here in Toronto. What the Toronto Maple Leafs then represents to the Toronto people of the GTA. And then yes, using something vehicle like Mitchell & Ness, bringing in that swag, a little bit of that urban lifestyle feel to the sport of hockey. That's why this has been so cool for me, because the connection between all 3 of them is then storytelling through the experience of the 8 Black Maple Leafs alumni. And there's a lot of ways that we've been able to express ourselves, a lot of ways that we maybe weren't allowed to express ourselves. Some of that just comes through our fashion and conforming to having to dress, not the suits and ties on a game day, I just mean like for a regular day to the rink. This isn't just about the 8 alumni, it's not just about Black hockey players, it's not just about Black fans. This is a new way for hockey fans to express themselves and to bring a part of themselves from their community into the game of hockey. It's an organic blend of hockey's this thing that's already forever existed in our lives, in our country. We're bringing our communities into the sport in untraditional ways, but everyone's loving it.
That's a good word, untraditional. Because you always have that swag. You always have the swag. Look at the braids. Look at the fresh look. You rep the Warrior name for years when you played.
I did.
What was your favorite piece of equipment? You can't say the gloves because you were dropping.
Well, I was gonna say the gloves just because they're so comfortable. The thing with Warrior gloves that I always remembered is like you didn't have to break them in, or you very minimally did compared to what your normal hockey glove was. But the sticks was another thing for me. I was lucky, even playing the minors, you're not always allowed to use whatever stick you want. In New Jersey and New Jersey's farm team, Lou Lamoriello was like, nah, y'all can use whatever you want. And I got introduced to Warrior quickly from an older teammate, and I was just used it for the rest of my career. I love the sticks and the comfort of the equipment. Honestly, even down to the pants, there wasn't that same adjustment period that there understandably is when you're trying to break in some new gear. So it just, once you got what you liked and how it was customized and fitted to you, which obviously we're allowed to do right at the pro level, the onboarding of the gear was just so easy.
Favorite Warrior athlete in the game right now? In Boston, Brad Marchand, of course.
Yep. Nah, just teasing. Sorry, Marshy. I gotta go with Nursey. Nursey's my boy. Nursey's a friend. Leon's one of the best. What can you say? And it's gotta be pretty cool.
How would you describe Darnell Moore's game? Because you know. Darnell is really funny. But on the ice, he's a warrior.
Absolutely, and so he's a fantastic two-way defenseman. Moves really well. When I watch Darnell play, I see an athlete. There's some really phenomenal hockey players. They might not always be phenomenal athletes. And Darnell's, the way he gets around on the ice, his abilities, his reach, his strength, how he can use physicality, but he can also be a power play guy. His versatility, I just recognize that to me is an athlete who learned how to play hockey, and then learned the rest of it. Where some of us were obviously athletes athletes, but we just get into hockey, and you might not be able to juggle a soccer ball, but he's just had this phenomenal career he's carved for himself on the back end with the Oilers and repping the Warrior brand at the same time.
$1,000 question. Do you remember or do you know the team that you most fought against?
Montreal. I think in Montreal. Yeah, did you know the answer? Yeah, that's what you're asking.
I'm from Montreal, I know.
And that wasn't even a Maple Leafs thing either. That was New Jersey Devils. I fought him about Travis Moen a bunch of times. I don't know why, but I mean, look, it happens. You can't always plan for it, for one.
Yeah.
Certainly, I think with Toronto and New Jersey, most of my career being there and being on the Eastern Conference. Toronto, obviously, from the rival, you actually just play the same division, right? You just play them a lot. I think why? Because the guys that Montreal had. Moen, Prust, these guys.
In French or English?
No, seulement anglais, but yeah.
French is good.
No. Even a buddy back in the day, Matt D'Agostini, forced him into one time. Actually, he might have forced me into it either. But yeah, no, I knew it was going to be Montreal. I don't know why, but all good dudes though. Respect all those guys. Anyone I've gone against.
Mark, thanks again.
Appreciate it, man.
Warrior from
Awesome.
Montreal.
Appreciate it very much.
You're black and you're beautiful.
Likewise, brother. Likewise.
Thanks,
thank you.
Thanks.